first things first, before we go anywhere far, let's remind some of the people who doubt our power, because we are a powerhouse on the African continent. Let's show them and remind them who we are. Hit it.
Miss South Africa's placements for Miss Universe over the years. Demi Lee, actual Miss Universe winner. Tamarin Green, first runner-up. Zozobini, actual Miss Universe winner. Natasha, top 23. Lalela, second runner-up. Undavi, top 16. Brioni, top 20.
Hello everyone, welcome to GNU according to CD, that is Government of National Unity. Guys, I've said it, and I've said it. I think Mia Roux, she is the vintage kind of girl. She is into the 1920s fashion, which now is making me think, oh my goodness, her evening gown, how is she going to look like? Because you must remember, the evening gown, it scores you a lot of points. This is where your country's designer is the one that is going to place you in the finals. And if your designer does not do you justice, you are just going to fiddle out into the atmosphere. Is there such a word? Anyways, and you are going to go home wondering, but I'm beautiful, I've been sabotaged. But I am thinking that Mia Roux might just be the most unique one, go back in time elegantly, and then stand in front of the universe, and then she is going to melt every heart that is going to listen to every word that is going to come out of her mouth with her vintage look. She looks gorgeous, just like in this video right here. I mean, look at this gold dress right here. This is a photo shoot dress. I believe it's not her fit for the day. This is a photo shoot dress that she was just showing us. Like, look, guys, how do I look in this gold? Because after all, South Africa, we are a golden nation. And I will always tell y'all that South Africa is God's country. Eat that. Anyways, guys, I also thought, in case you are wondering, who are the selection team? Okay, who are the selection committee people or member? So in case you were wondering, hey CD, who are the judges, or as they call them, selection committee members? Oh, by the way, I did say this before. One of them is our very own Margaret Gardner, Miss Universe 1978, who was crowned, yes, you got it, in Mexico, but in Acapulco instead of Mexico City. Would lightning strike twice, probably in one country? For us, I think so. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right, we are. This crown is coming back home where it belongs. Anyways, guys, now let's talk about the gossip about some of the judges that are going to be part of the panel. In particular, let's talk about a designer and a model. A Canadian model who has no gratitude in her heart, and how the designer was almost cancelled because of her. Now, who am I talking about? I am talking about one of the greatest designer hailing from the Philippines, but is based in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai to be specific, and that is Michael Sango. And who is this person that almost got him cancelled? Yeah, Canadian model, also a contestant in Miss Universe 2020, meet Nova Stevens. If you were wondering, okay, what's the tea? Oh my goodness, you just have to wait for the tea. Blow, 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 because I don't want you to burn your tongue. Blow, sip a little bit. There we go. Now I can give it to you. Hey people, as I have mentioned, that Michael Sanko is a Filipino fashion designer, one of the most influential figures in the beauty pageantry. Yes, Miss Universe, Miss World, Miss Super, all of them. All these major ones, especially Miss Universe being the biggest of them all. And yeah, he's got a very huge influence in that world. He does also advise some of the executives of Miss Universe. So this time around, he is going to be part of the selection committee. So now these two people, Nova Stevens as well as Sanko, Sanko in 2020, he had designed an evening gown for Nova Stevens for her Miss Universe grand finale evening competition. I mean, the gown competition. Like I said, the gown competition carries a lot of points together with the swimwear. That is why your walk got to snatch the audience when you are wearing the swimming costume. And then when you're wearing the evening gown, you soiree, you sway, you are gentle, you are a queen, and you show the world that you are deserving of that crown. And guess who needs to make sure that you are the queen that you are? It's your designer from your country. And I mean, you know, South Africa, and when it comes to designers, like really, hello, do we even have to talk about that? No. I don't think so. Let's get back to the goss. So both of these two are selected onto the Miss Universe 2024 selection committee, also known as judges. These two powerhouses do not like each other, y'all, but understandably so on Sanko's side, because on this one, I take Michael Sanko's side, not Miss Nova, because Miss Nova gave me some diva tendencies in 2020, especially when it comes to this team. So now what happened? Nova Stevens blue-ticked Michael Sanko's evening gown wear that he took almost the entire year to design it for her. So now when the people found out that, I mean, everybody was like, you know how you get your favorites and you're the most likely to hit the semifinals, the finals, possibly even taking the crown? Yes, Nova Stevens had a lot of fans from around the world. But when Nova did not place, you know, when Karma comes and visits your address, that's exactly what Karma did with Nova. And her fans were up in arms, wondering, wait a minute, she was deserving of the final stage of the competition in 2020. She did not place at all. And I was like, yeah, Karma is indeed a bear, you know. But Nova, guess what she did? She decided to go with her own evening gown, to the shock of Sanko. Like, what happened? And now this forced Nova's team to explain to the world that no, calm down. The reason why we did not go with Sanko's dress is because number one, it did not fit. Number two, it arrived late for the competition, and so we were left with no any other choice but to choose the one that she was wearing for the evening wear. In my head, I'm thinking, I don't believe this for a second. So now, what had happened then? Then Sanko, while he was watching and listening to all what I think as well was lies, but let's say allegedly. So what's his name? Sanko then felt a little bit attacked by Nova's team, and so he went to his social media to tell people what actually really happened. And I'm thinking to myself, Nova, diva, I come on. So he says that he felt disrespected by Nova and her team, as well as people must know that He flew Nova and her entire team to Dubai several times. Guess for what? For fitting. For fitting. Not only did Sanko was flying Nova from Canada to Dubai and her team members back and forth, but Nova had shared with Sanko before a very sad story because Nova is a refugee from South Sudan. They fled to Kenya, and then from Kenya at the age of 6, she was taken to Canada. So anyways, I just thought, let me check the story out on her Wikipedia just to make sure that we have the correct information. So here it is, her Wikipedia. So Nova Stevens, born Nyawel Bookjok, is a Canadian model, activist, and beauty pageant title holder who was crowned Miss Universe Canada 2020. As Miss Universe Canada, she represented Canada at Miss Universe 2020, making her the first woman of Southern Sudanese origin to compete at the pageant. Stevens is also a professional model and an activist for Black Lives Matter. Anyways, so then Senko shares in his social media and said, I even flew Nova to Africa, basically to Kenya, to see her mother, whom she has not seen in almost a decade. Because of to being busy at the same time, she could not afford a plane ticket back and forth to Kenya to see her mom. And so what did Sanko do? From the kindness of his heart, he flew her to see her mother. Now, coming back to Miss Universe 2020, and what does Nova do? She blue ticks Sanko's dress. And Sanko now, he's looking like a fool, unprofessional, and embarrassed by somebody that he had helped. He said, for all the things that he has done for Nova, not once did she come and say thank you. Thank you at least for letting me see my mother, whom I have not seen in almost a decade. And I'm thinking, what an ungrateful person she is. Very ungrateful. Like I said, Karma did visit her address, though, at Miss Universe 2020. And she did not place. She did not place at all. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Nobody knew what was happening. So I wouldn't say that the judges, they knew of the story. All of that stuff they found out after the event was done. So the question is, if Nova had worn Sanko's dress, do you think she might have placed at least in the semifinals? I think so. Because I was looking at Sanko's designs. Man, oh man, South Africa, you need to look out for Sanko. If there's a girl that he has designed for in this Miss Universe, I mean the 2024 in Mexico, let's hope. Oh no, he can't, because that will be conflict of interest. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I get too excited when I come with a aha moment. No. That will be conflict of interest because he's a judge. Thank you. Oh my goodness! For a second there, I almost sweated bullets. Let's continue with this gossip. So, well, I guess we'll never find out if she was going to place wearing Sanko's dress, but I think she would have. Again, let me remind you, the evening gown wear as well as the swimwear, those are where we need to work really, really hard. That is why Mia Roux, she is working so hard with her walk, because from what I hear, oh no, let me not say it. Let me not jinx anything. Let's wait until the night when she does take to the stage and wows the world with her evening wear. But now looking at that gold dress, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So now there are both judges in this year's Miss Universe. Have they buried the hatchet, do you think? Or I don't know. I am a little bit worried, because what if Sanko finds out while they're busy judging that Nova has a certain girl and then he scores her less, and the other way around as well, and then there's going to be unfair competition, I think, because two people and these are two bulls, by the way, in a kraal. In a kraal. Do you no? I'm a little bit worried there. I hope they've buried the hatchet. Other than that, let's see how everything develops. I hope, because I know that there are judges. The judging, there's 25 of them, and not 25 people are going to be judging the same show. There's preliminaries right now. There are challenges that they are doing. I believe they have their own judges, and then there's going to be a panel, I think, of 7 judges for the grand finale. So now I'm not sure where do they fit. I know that our judge, Miss Gardner, she is in the main judging panel. She is going to be the one that says who's gonna be Miss Universe. I almost said Miss World. No. Miss World is, when is Miss World again? Next year, January. When it? Okay, I'll check. I'll check, because that's my other interests after Miss Universe. Because of course Miss Universe is the biggest and the better, the greatest. Hey. Can a rich person out there who's listening, I plea, can you sponsor my trip to Mexico to cover to cover Miss Universe 2024? Oh yeah, I know I'll be asking for too much. That also includes accommodation, food, and places where the contestants are going to go to, and especially the gala dinner when the crown is on Miss South Africa's head. Is there a rich person who can do that for me? Please? I highly appreciate it. We still have time. I got my passport is ready. It is very much ready. So please, holla at your boy. No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious, honestly. Otherwise, you all have to come together and fundraise for me. Okay. I wish I could say I'm joking, because I'm not joking for real. Anyways, guys, that is the gossip that is coming, or possible gossip, actually, that's coming from Mexico. What are your thoughts? Whose side are you on? Me, I am on Michael Sanko's side. I mean, you've got to be grateful for all the things that he has done. Come on. Come on. Anyways, that is that. Let's just say allegations. Let's say allegedly, all the gossip that I just told you. Allegedly, okay? Allegedly, so that we don't start answering questions we have no idea about, because we were not there. But gossip is gossip, you know? Anyways, guys, let's see each other in my next video when Mia LaRue posts a little bit later on. I guess I'm going to be having a night visual this time, because she posted when I was asleep, and I don't want that. I don't want, not that she must post, but I don't want to be late. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll see you later. Goodbye.